speaker up here. I hope everybody's having a great day. Um, yeah, changing weather, man, is kicking my butt. My sinuses are killing me. But anyway, I want to do this. This is about conventions. I just got back from Fall In last week up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and had a good time. Was up there with Kirk Stevens, Ministry of Building Authority. Met some new people, met some old people. Yeah, me and Kirk talked a lot, mainly coming back about conventions and stuff. So just wanted to talk more in, I guess, general conventions. I did want to post a few pictures. Um, I'll go through those. This is our booth at Huracan. The vendor hall was separate. It was huge. Had the 65 plus vendors, but it was separate, which is good and bad. Had separate hours from the convention, so um, had plenty of space, which was good. Um, this is one of the cool ones. This was All Quiet on the Martian Front. That carrier scratch built. This game, I don't know. They said they had 180 tanks. It was pretty impressive. There was a Kickstarter out for the third version of All Quiet on Martian Front, but pretty impressive game. A lot of tanks, a lot of big stuff. See, this was the War of Oz that I played in. It was fun. I love the mechanics. I think this is another picture. Yep, that's my sharpshooters leading the charge. Yeah, they didn't do too well. This was the biggest game. This is huge. The picture doesn't do justice. Well over 1,000 miniatures. It was one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 tables. So 8 times 16 plus the width. It was huge. Anyway, here's another picture of it. Um, it was the most impressive by far at the convention. Another picture. Let's see what else we got. Zombie got a game. Apocalypse once again. Well over 1,000 miniatures. It was a T-shaped table. Each of the end of the T's had all these zombies on it. I don't know how long they played. We went by a couple times and they were they played all Saturday night, I think, or Friday night, I should say. This was Sky Galleons or Space 1899. Anyway, big ships, 25 mil. Look cool. All the tables cool. This was a oh Middle East Desert Storm game. I think I got a better, more detailed picture. No, but the detail on this table was incredible. They had vendor stalls on the left there of that road. The detail, every building had stuff on top of it. I will say these guys do a heck of a job putting tables. Alamo game, once again, you can't see the detail, but it was very, very nice. So, anyway, that's just a few of the pictures. Check out my Facebook. I don't know how many pictures I took. I'd say 90% of the tables were well above average. And the rest were tables I'd play on any day, but there was, once again, a handful of tables that were incredible. On that note, it was a little interesting going up to the convention up there. First time to a big historical convention up in the Northeast, HMGS, one of their conventions. The biggest one is StoreCon. It's in Lancaster too, back in the summer. But anyway, had just under 1,800 people. So nice size convention. What did I say? Five, well over 500 games going on, and they had room for more. Had a few historical tournaments. Not much hardcore fantasy, i.e., Games Workshop, but I think that would definitely be something they could add, especially as a tournament, bring in another 100 people, kind of push them over the 2,000 count people. But yeah, like I said, talked about this conventions in general. I said not much fantasy there. One thing that I thought was really interesting, cool, two things. First, had a lot of clubs. Each club had like a little small conference room. Could own anywhere from probably 3 to 6 games. That was cool to see. I love the concept of small clubs, whether it's you and your 3 or 4 good buds, or guys playing out of a store. I started hardcore back in San Antonio with Long Star Historical Miniatures as a club. Had someone pretty much running the game every Saturday. Got involved in Millennium Con at that time. First really time working at conventions. Of course, that was a while back. Helped with some DBA stuff. Once again, it was pretty much hardcore. Now, you did see some sci-fi stuff, but not Games Workshop stuff, even back then. But yeah, I like the idea of the clubs, small groups of guys, and then once again, when they do run local convention, they all get together, work on the table. I know we worked on the Canvas Eagles. That's a World War I aerial game. Once again, incredible table, plexiglass over the top with a battlefield underneath with LED lights and stuff. Even back then, but now with the lights and everything you can do, being able to print 3D print train stuff, you can come up with some amazing stuff. It was cool to see a lot of Kirk's building on a lot of the modern tables, including there's a really nice Vietnam game that his buildings reused. But yeah, it's that wow factor. Definitely immersive to have those tables. Some of those games ran forever. Like I said, the zombie game, the Box Rebellion game. I don't know how long it took them to play those games. But once again, it's an event. It's both those games. I don't know, 10, 12 guys playing at once. They were all having a blast. Saw everything from probably when I'd say it was 2 mil. Definitely some 6 mil there. A lot of 15 millimeter, and then of course a lot of 28 mil. I did get into games of Orvaz. I'll probably do a separate video. We're actually painting some of that stuff up. Really, really like the rules. Buck did a really good job with those. I've gotten where there's 2 or 3 things I look for in a rule set, and he definitely hit all of them with that. So I might even do a video tomorrow or later, and show some miniatures as we paint them. But yeah, back to conventions. If you haven't been, you need to go to one. I know a lot of people don't like the big crowds and stuff. They think of the big conventions, but if you go to a local convention, I think it's worth the time and effort. There is one coming up here, Siege of Augusta, over in Augusta, January 12th through the 14th. It's worth going to, even if you just drive over for Saturday, because you can get up, a couple hour drive, be there, play games all day. There's games Saturday until the last person leaves the gaming hall. I think it's a great way to support the community, both local and even regionally. I traveled down to Florida for a couple of conventions. Going to work with Kurt on some bigger ones. We're looking at Origins, Adepticon. If you're a miniature gamer, Adepticon is definitely the granddaddy of them all right now for miniature games. Try to get back out to Texas. Might be crazy. Might do Millennium Con again. It's a long drive, 13 hours or something. It's in Dallas Fort Worth area, but ReaperCon is Dallas Fort Worth. Millennium Con is down in Austin. I like both those areas. It's fun, good time. Um, See, another local one is in the summer here, and they're really starting to push miniatures. Definitely doing good on board games. They got Meeple Madness up on the north side, really supporting the board games. We'll be hosting another big Age of Sigmar. We're trying to push 50 players. NashCon will be another one. Definitely we'll be going to. Good convention. A lot of the regional ones, you're looking maybe 500 people, 400 people. But those conventions, I like those. You can go around, you can talk, you can walk around. It's not this total chaos. Once again, you see the same people, whether people running a game or vendors or the guys putting on the convention. Which kudos to those guys. They're all volunteer. Yeah, when you see the other side of it, you're like, those guys bust their butt and get no credit. And it's not easy to do putting on a convention. One of the biggest hassles conventions is your actual where you're having it. With that, the cost, it's not cheap to get the facilities. Finding a weekend where a hotel is free the whole weekend, it has rooms available. Those are huge challenges, and really, you have to start planning a good year in advance. I need to talk to Matt, my good bud over in Beaufort, South Carolina. Um, Looks like Coastal Con might be back on. Once again, very small convention, but it's fun. Handful of really good guys. So hopefully we can do that again this year. But mainly making this video is, go to a local convention. I always get re-energized, remotivated. I always find a new game that I like. And while even the historical guys, they're kind of set in their ways, and don't mean that necessarily in a bad way. It's good to listen to those guys. Been playing the same game for 30 years. That actually is cool, and they're the foundation of especially historical miniature gaming. But to get new people in, that was the second thing. Almost forgot that they did up at Fall In. They brought in some homeschooled. I guess they had a co-op or something, but they brought in 30. I think it was 36 homeschool kids. Let them play games. Had a couple guys run some games just for the kids, and went by one table. It was awesome. I thought, honestly, that seeing the kids play at the table was probably my highlight of the convention for me. Yeah, will those kids continue to play miniature games? Maybe not, but it's going to get them into gaming in general. I think several of the parents were interested, and I'm big about kids being involved in something. Gaming is great, especially if the parents get involved. You can play with the kid at home. And sorry, that's my store phone ringing. I'll answer it later. But yeah, it was awesome. I think more stuff like that. Once again, more club activities, getting with the local schools, inviting them in. I know there's a group here at one of the local high schools that's playing. I would need to get with them. Even reaching out to, we have a Gremlin Growlers here. I know some guys play D&D. Maybe like we're doing Blood Bowl. It'd be great to maybe go there and play some games of Blood Bowl. Drink a pint and play some games and, get out in the community more. Like I said, a few videos back, maybe even the first one. That's kind of where I come from is the community. Yes, it'd be nice to make some money, but seeing the community, that's what makes me happy. Like I said, going to conventions always gets me re-energized. it's good to see that. So anyway, once again, I'd like to go ahead and promote Siege of Augusta again over in Augusta, January the 12th and 14th. I thought I had a link. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. There's a link, Siege of Augusta. Looking for 400 to 500 people. Easy to drive over, even if it's just Saturday. Some good vendors, some good games put on. We're definitely putting on a big galleys game. I want to get 12 guys on the side. That would be fun to do. Probably do that Saturday night. Anyway, well, I think I'm going to run and we'll talk to you guys later.